many times when young people are having a conversation in South Africa, and this is sad because there's even a lot of old people. I mean, my grandmother, of all people, who's 60, 70, I'm not sure, also has this idea that Nelson Mandela is a sellout, that this guy was in prison and while other people were out fighting and they were safe. A lot of people have that view, and it's really sad because I remember even after watching that movie Long Walk to Freedom, we had a discussion at work, me and my colleagues. I mean, we were young people. I mean, I think I was at 24, 25, and we had that argument. We had that discussion that they were saying, yeah, we don't need to even watch the movie because Nelson Mandela is a sellout. I mean, that's another story, because Nelson Mandela is a sellout. I understand, and even the reasons. Many young people in South Africa, even old people. I mean, most of them are now old people. So many people in South Africa, it's many times. If you're among a group of 10 people, like probably 3 or 4 people would say like, yeah, that guy is a sellout, and all of his companions there in prison, who are in prison with him. Even if Nelson Mandela made some decisions that you are not proud of, that doesn't mean the guy was a sellout. Even if Nelson Mandela made some mistakes, that doesn't mean the guy was a sellout. Even if Nelson Mandela said after apartheid, black people wanted to pay revenge on white people, and most people were expecting him to say, you know what, fight back, take everything, do this, fight them, kill them. The fact that Nelson Mandela at that particular time did not think that was a good idea, that does not mean he's a sellout. The fact that Nelson Mandela said all the border gates will be open for anyone from our neighboring countries to come and live in South Africa, that does not mean he's a sellout. It simply means at that particular time, Nelson Mandela opened his eyes and then saw, like he could see in future. At that time, Nelson Mandela opened his eyes, even if maybe what he could see that time was not accurate. But at that particular time, for example, when we were fighting during apartheid, a lot of our guys were going to exile in our neighboring countries. A lot of our guys were in Zimbabwe, in Mozambique, in Botswana, in all of the neighboring countries. So it wouldn't make any sense for Nelson Mandela, as soon as we come out of apartheid, as soon as we get freedom, for him to say, no, fuck off, stay back. He had to say, you know what, you helped us during apartheid, you can come in, you are welcome, because we were welcome during apartheid. So that does not mean that the guy was just dumb. It means that the guy, he could see, he understood. Even for him to say, don't chase away white people, don't chase away white people, don't kill white people, don't pay revenge on white people. Nelson Mandela was not dumb, and he was not sellout by saying that. Simply because he could see that we still have to learn a lot from white people. That white people did not teach us a lot. That white people, when they ran the government, they had a lot of things going on successfully. That we can learn a lot from these people. Let's take the information. Let's take the knowledge from these people first. And then later on you can chase them. He would be dead. He doesn't care. But at that time, all of the decisions, for him to say, let's work together with white people and build a better South Africa, he was not choosing white people over black people. He was saying we should all work together and move forward. And here's the thing. We as a nation, we as a free nation, we cannot continue if Nelson Mandela made bad decisions. Every decision Nelson Mandela made that time was bad. It's simple. The simplest thing is we have a current president who's getting paid to make decisions just like Nelson Mandela. It really does not make sense that we keep on blaming Nelson Mandela when Ramaphosa has the same power as Nelson Mandela and can just fix any of those decisions. If Ramaphosa he can just close the border gates and say, you know what, I just want to gain control of South Africa. So just for 5 years, let me just deal with this country. He can do that if he wants. The president right now gets paid the salary of a president way more than Nelson Mandela used to get paid. Ramaphosa is more rich. The country is doing so much more for him than it was doing for Nelson Mandela. He can simply just make better choices as opposed to those of Nelson Mandela. It doesn't make sense that you're calling Nelson Mandela a sellout when Ramaphosa is there and has the power to make those changes, has the power to do those decisions and reverse everything Nelson Mandela put forward. It really does not make sense. It simply means that we are cowards and we are dumb. If right now we have a driver and we are paying this driver and we want to drive from here to Cape Town, and our driver takes us to Durban. When we get to Durban, we like, you know what, fuck off, we get rid of him, and then we're like, we need another driver. We get a new driver and we pay him to take us to Cape Town. If the new driver is taking us back to Bloemfontein, we can't keep on blaming the guy who took us to Durban. The new guy is taking us the wrong way. We need to focus on the new guy, our new driver right now. It really does not make any sense that our driver is taking us to Free State, from Durban to Free State, when we want to go to Cape Town. And when we are busy inside the bus saying, you know what, the first driver is full of shit. It simply means that we are dumb. The new driver, we can talk to the new driver right now. Each and every black person who says Nelson Mandela made bad decisions, we have a president right now who's getting paid, who's getting the salary of a president, who's rich, who's a billionaire because of this country. Why can't we talk to him? You can't blame Nelson Mandela is dead. You can't blame him. Even if you do, it's useless. He's dead. And for one, you're wrong, because Nelson Mandela was not an idiot and he was not a sellout. How does someone stay in prison for 27 years or 25 years, however long he stayed in there, and then you say that person is a sellout? How does someone endure that pain? You know, Nelson Mandela, when he was on an interview with Vuyo, the late Vuyo from SABC2, he said something. He said when they were in prison, the police, they said they are going to torture them so much that they would wish they were killed instead of sent to prison. That's what he said. And he said they were tortured very, very much. Very much. So how does someone go there for so long and then still... Nelson Mandela didn't even die a billionaire. He didn't even die with so much millions and millions. He just died with his estate, and he never even wanted to get money for all that they did. Nelson Mandela and his crew, those guys who he was arrested with, they were the generation of our heroes that wanted to fight and stand, that stood for something, that didn't want to get paid, that didn't want to do anything. Just all they wanted to do is fight and free black people. And even before, Nelson Mandela was a lawyer. He used to help a lot of people. Someone like that is not a sellout. A lawyer who works pro bono is not a sellout. A lawyer who says, I will help you, even if you don't have money, I will help you. You don't call that person a sellout. There are so many things that he did. There are so many things that he fought for that we should be grateful for. We can't be calling him a sellout. The fact that if he made poor decisions, if he made bad decisions, we have a president now who gets paid, who's a billionaire, who's moving around with a helicopter, who's moving around with an S-Class Mercedes-Benz, who's moving around with comfort, who can do anything that black people say, my guy, this should be done. If black people want change in South Africa, we can simply tell that guy, the Ramaphosa there, of which I think he's a sellout. That one, I personally think he's a huge sellout, because there are so many decisions that he can do, that there are so many things that he can do to improve the lives of our young people, but he's not doing it. There are so many things. Even, you know, if you're a president, you can even give young people advice, correct advice. But these guys who give young people hope and wish and fake dreams, Those guys are the sellout. The moment you tell young people you are going to give them jobs, instead of being honest and telling them that jobs have to come from you, we just have to close the imports. Jobs will have to come from you creating for your country. There was one president in Africa, Solomon Sankara. That president, each and every young person in South Africa, in Africa, should know that guy. That is one president. As soon as he got power, he said, we will produce what we consume and we will consume what we produce. That is one president who made imports illegal in his country. And his economy grew by 40%. Quick, very fast, in his first term as a president. And he said they will kill him. The sellouts will kill him. And the sellouts really did kill him. In South Africa, we can do that. We have the numbers. We can simply decide. Ramaphosa can simply decide no clothing imports, no imports of specific things. And then jobs would just erupt. Everywhere, jobs would just erupt. But because, that's why I say the sellouts are those who are in power now. Those who can see right now that this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. Those are the sellouts. Not someone who's dead. You can't keep complaining about someone who's dead.